Good morning everyone. In this video we are going to see that how to balance a chemical reaction. In the previous video we have studied that what are the chemical properties, what are the chemical reactions and how to write these are the chemical reactions in the form of the chemical equation. So today we are going to see the balancing of the chemical reaction. In the last video we have also said that what is the need of the balancing any chemical reaction. I have said that generally the reactions are balanced because the law of conservation of mass. The law says that during any chemical reaction neither the generation nor the destruction of mass can take place. That means according to law of conservation of mass neither can be created nor can be destroyed by any of the physical or chemical process. So in this chemical process the material is not going to destroy, so the whatever the amount of the reactant you have used, same will be the amount of the product. So the amount of reactant must be equal to amount of product, and in this way you can say that the mass is conserved. So we write the balance equation. So today we are going to see that how to balance the chemical reaction. Before studying how to balance the chemical reaction, we need to know that what is the method which we use here. There are different methods: ion electron method, redox method, oxidation number method, and here we are going to use the simplest one, that is called the hit and trial method. Just be balanced and see whether that is balanced or not. Not any proper way, not any proper rule and regulations are there, even though we go through a proper process to balance a chemical reaction. So what type of the question will be there? If your question is saying that sodium hydroxide is reacting with sulfuric acid to yield sodium sulfate and water. This is a base, this one is acid, and acid base reaction gives salt and water. So it is suggesting that it is giving sodium sulfate and water. So how you will write the reaction and how you will balance the reaction. Then before balancing the reaction, you will need to write the chemical reaction. So according to this one, sodium hydroxide NaOH reacts with sulfuric acid, that is the H2SO4, which is sodium sulfate, that is Na2SO4 along with water. Now in the process of balancing we will balance the element other than oxygen and hydrogen. ऑक्सीजन और हाइड्रोजन के अलावा जो भी एलिमेंट है उन्हें हम पहले बैलेंस कर लेंगे, फिर उसके बाद दूसरों को देखेंगे. सो वी आर स्टार्टिंग विद द सोडियम. सो बैलेंसिंग sodium, you can see there's only one sodium atom here and there are two sodium atoms here. So in the process of balancing you can write that 2NaOH plus H2SO4 gives Na2SO4 plus H2O. I just underlined it to show that this element is balanced, this element have changed in the number. So now sodium is balanced. What are the other elements other than oxygen and hydrogen which need to be balanced? That is the sulfur. So we are going to balance the sulfur now. What is the number of sulfur here? H2SO4, single sulfur atom, and Na2SO4 again single sulfur atom. So sodium and sulfur both are balanced. That means the element other than oxygen and hydrogen is balanced. Now we are going to see the oxygen. What is the number of oxygen? Here you can see 2 oxygen and here there are total 4 oxygen in the form of H2SO4. Then 4 plus 2, 6, and here 4 plus 1, 5. One more oxygen is needed. Surely with the help of this one you can't balance the oxygen, because by changing this one you will change the number of sodium, you will change the number of sulfur. So we are going to change this one. And in the process of balancing, oxygen we will just change the number of water. 2NaOH reacting with H2SO4 gives Na2SO4 plus 2H2O. Now the final one, that is the hydrogen. Whether hydrogen is balanced, you can see that the NaOH, there are 2 hydrogens in this one and 2 hydrogen in sulfuric acid, and total number of hydrogen here 2 to the 4 hydrogen on the left hand side, 4 hydrogen on the right hand side. Now see whether the reaction is balanced or not. See the elements. What are the elements? We have the elements sodium, sulfur, oxygen and hydrogen. These are the 4 elements which is participating in the chemical reaction. What is the number of sodium atoms on the left hand side, that is the reactant side, that is 2, and what is the number of sodium on the right hand side, that is the product side, again 2, and both are identical, that means sodium is balanced in this reaction. What is the number of sulfur? H2SO4, that is 1 sulfur, and again Na2SO4, 1 sulfur, that means the sulfur is also balanced. The next one is the oxygen, 2NaOH, that means 2 oxygen here and 4 here, total 6. And what is the number of oxygen here? Na2SO4, that means 4 oxygens here, and H2O, 2 moles of H2O, 2 oxygen here, so total number of oxygen is again 6. In the next one, that is the hydrogen, what is the number of hydrogen here? 2 plus 2, 4, and here 2 to the 4, so the number of hydrogen is also correct. So sodium, sulfur, oxygen and hydrogen all are balanced, and if all the elements are balanced, surely the reaction is also balanced. Then this is the simple step for the balancing of any of the equation. I am taking one more equation to show the same. So the reaction is nitrogen on reaction with hydrogen gives ammonia. So I am writing in the form of the equation. So it is the nitrogen N2 reacts with hydrogen H2 to yield ammonia, that is the NH3. कम से कम मॉलिक्यूलर फार्मूला तो आपको मालूम होना चाहिए, छोटी क्लास में आपने पढ़ा है, क्लास 9th में पढ़ा है कि हाउ टू राइट द केमिकल फार्मूला. तो केमिकल फार्मूला अगर आप पढ़ लेंगे तो उसके बाद ही आप इसे बैलेंस कर पाएंगे. नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू बैलेंस द एलिमेंट अदर देन ऑक्सीजन एंड हाइड्रोजन. ऑक्सीजन तो है ही नहीं, हाइड्रोजन के अलावा जो भी एलिमेंट है उन्हें बैलेंस कर देते हैं. एंड व्हाट इज द एलिमेंट? इट इज नाइट्रोजन हियर. व्हाट इज द नंबर ऑफ नाइट्रोजन ऑन द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड, दैट इज द रिएक्टेंट साइड, जस्ट 2, और प्रोडक्ट साइड में कितना है? 1. बैलेंस कर दें. सो बाय बैलेंसिंग नाइट्रोजन you will get N2 plus 3H2 gives 2NH3. The nitrogen is balanced. Now the next one, that is the hydrogen. What is the number of hydrogen here? Sorry, N2 plus H2 gives 2NH3. What is the number of hydrogen here? Here the number of hydrogen is 2 3 ja 6, and here it is 2. So we are going to balance the hydrogen. Balancing hydrogen, it will be N2 plus H2. 6 करना है तो इसे 3 times कर देते हैं. 3H2 gives 2NH3. Now see whether the reaction is balanced or not, because all the elements here, only 2 elements are there, nitrogen and hydrogen, and we have already balanced both the elements separately. So what is the number of nitrogen and hydrogen here? When you will see the number of nitrogen, it is 2 on the reactant side and again 2 on the product side. Okay, and when you will see the hydrogen, 3 2 ja 6 on the reactant side and 3 2 ja 6 on the product side. That means the nitrogen and hydrogen both are balanced and the reaction is also balanced. Then this is the way how to balance any chemical reaction by the hit and trial method on the 10th standard. The next topic is the type of reaction. कितने तरह के reactions होते हैं on the basis of the way of reaction. If you will see on the basis of the heat, there are 2 type of reaction, exothermic and endothermic. When you will see on the other basis, you can see reversible reaction and irreversible reaction. On other basis, you can see different type of reaction, that is the addition reaction. displacement reaction, double displacement reaction, elimination reaction. So there are different type of the reactions which you need to study. We also have to study about the redox reaction. So in the next video we will discuss about the different type of reaction along with the redox, usage of redox, and some of the daily use, some of the application of the redox. Till then, bye, have a nice day.